That's right. Welcome and welcome back, folks, to a Jim Harbaugh in Michigan have been notified of recruiting violations. But this show isn't going to go how you think it's going to go. Edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, you can find the program on YouTube. Do it, subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate that as well. Notifications on. You know why. That way you'll be alerted every time a new episode drops. You don't want to miss it. Twitter, search bar Always Irish or at Always Irish Inc. Emails alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want me. You can locate me. Call in line 312-900-8815. I would like to discuss all that you've heard and seen. Fighting Irish Wire, USA Today. Check it out every day. Make it a part of your Google Notre Dame routine. Read what myself and everybody else thinks about your Irish. So, here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you've followed me in real life, if you've known me in real life, or you followed my program or my Twitter for any amount of time, you know exactly how I feel about Michigan football. All of you, if you're here, you pretty much know. They're my number one. Them in USC, maybe. But they're different. It's a totally different intimacy level with our history with USC and it being every year than there is with Michigan. So there's got to be some difference there. But everybody knows Michigan's my number one target for anything. I can't stand anything about them. If Notre Dame played at the Big House and you said, I'll give you $5,000 to sit on the 50, nope, not interested. I'll sit at home and I can't do it. Nope. Harbaugh is a socially awkward weirdo with little to no basic social skills. And I contend at least 3/4 of the fan base are related to each other by first relation, if you're following me. Pretty sure of that. That being said, Harbaugh gets hit with the notice of recruiting violations this week, which immediately leads people like me to have fun with that news all over Twitter. I was actually in the middle of a debate with the Michigan guy on Twitter when that news broke, so then I send it to him and say, clean it up, buddy. You don't have any ground to stand on. Look at you guys. Clean it up. So I have fun with it. All those Twitter clickbait headlines. Breaking, Harbaugh in Michigan alerted of violations. Oh, something bad happened. What did you do, Jimmy? Then the news comes out that he's getting dinged for buying a recruit a burger when he wasn't supposed to. A burger for a recruit when he wasn't supposed to. Listen, nobody hates Michigan more purely and genuinely and with all of their fiber their being than me. This is a joke. I hate Michigan. Harbaugh is a Martian. I think he's an alien. He is an alien, or I'm not saying this to be rude. He is an alien, or I honestly wonder sometimes if Jim Harbaugh is not on a spectrum somewhere, a personality spectrum with a little bit of a hitch. His brain doesn't work like most people, and it's weird. But this is a joke. As much as I don't like Harbaugh in Michigan and their mullet fan base, all of it. As much as I hate them all, genuinely, this is a joke. It's a joke. Tampering. Millions of dollars being guaranteed illegally all over the country. Fake degrees, fake classes, jobs being given to people, houses, cars. Outside of the NIL, structure is what I'm talking about. All of this. All of the shady NIL stuff is going on. All of that. But you buy a recruit a burger in the wrong time, and it's a big deal. And we gotta make a big deal of it and not write you up for violations. I cannot be more clear. I do not respect the NCAA at all. 0% is how much respect I have for that organization. an institution. The only group I trust less to make logical decisions that make the most sense for everybody involved is Congress. And there's an interesting tie-in to this with that I'll get to in about 2 minutes. There's a reason I'm saying that. The way this group governs makes no sense. There are no obvious and logical, practical priorities being worked on. It feels to me they do not want to actually investigate anything that's big or major or takes a lot of effort and work. They would rather attack low-hanging fruit stuff from a place of assumed moral authority. This is all just such a joke and a misappropriation of resources. Here's the deal. The NCAA already has nothing to do with the playoff system at all. That is a separate entity. The NCAA is not tied to it in any way. When this 12-team playoff starts, everybody, all the teams that are in the mix for that or whatever, if they break it up, FBS, I don't know what they're going to do. Everybody that's in that mix for the 12-teamer, start your own governing body. This is what needs to happen. You need to start your own governing body. The NCAA is antiquated and fully incompetent. Mark Emmert is an absolute career clown, and now he's retiring. Guess who's taking his place? Guess who's taking his place? Mark Emmert, the clown show, is retiring. The new guy who's going to be in charge of the NCAA as president, he's a governor. He's a governor. It's perfect. I always say for years, there's nobody I trust less than the NCAA to get things right and fair than Congress. So then government officials, all of them. So this guy is taking Emmert's place, and he's an active sitting governor, Baker from Massachusetts. It's wild. It's wild. Like, yeah, I'm sure that'll clean it up. The only possible career I could think is more shady than what the NCAA does, and it's being a politician, especially at that level. You don't get up to governor playing it straight. Nobody does. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. You don't get up to governor playing it straight. You don't. And this is coming from a guy named John Kennedy, okay? So this new guy comes in from Massachusetts to governor. He claims he's going to clean up NIL as his first priority right away. And I've had people come to me and go, John, aren't you encouraged by this? This guy says he's going to clean it up. Well, that sounds great. How are you going to do that, though? It's one thing to say that. How are you going to do it? How are you going to enforce it? Right? If you make, if you make rules and set amount limits or how much you can offer, when they can receive it with NIL and all that. Like if you want to do, what does it matter? They're going to make a rule. Oh, you can only have $250,000 a year or something, whatever. So they will give them the $250, and then the other $250 to make it $500 comes in a black bag later on their porch. No one knows about. Like, how are you going to clean it up? I don't understand. If people want amounts on the caps on this, all that means is if whatever the cap is, the number is going to get doubled by the shady teams, and they just deliver the other half illegally, like teams have been doing for 40 years, especially down southeast. Okay? Look into Georgia, right? I dare you, anybody who wants to. Nobody does, but look into it. No one wants to, right? So, fine. I love that this new guy's priority is to clean this all up. I just don't see how it's possible. Set limits all you want. People who want to break that are going to do it anyways and deliver the rest behind the scenes in the dark. So, whatever. Good luck to that guy, but it is not lost on me the irony that the two groups I trust the least are the NCAA and half the government. So, while I hate Michigan and everything about them in perpetuity, I'm with the weirdo lunatic Martian Harbaugh on this one. This is an absolute joke. And so is the entire NCAA governing body. They only go for the easy, cheap, low-hanging fruit. They refuse to do the hard work that it takes to actually clean up some of the bad stuff going on in this sport. I do not respect them at all. I do not trust them at all. At all. I don't. At all. So I really hope that when the new playoff starts, we break off from them. They are not needed, and they are not good at their purported jobs. Okay? So, Harbaugh, I never thought I'd say it. I'm with you on this one. This is an absolute joke. Pick a fight that matters, but they don't want to. They're too scared to go chase where all the money comes from down south. They're too scared to look into those Alabama bank networks where all that money gets washed through and put out the other side. They don't want to look into that. No, no, no. Fake programs and fake degrees where you don't even, nope, can't prove that. Not going to do that either. But that burger, tisk, you do not do that. That burger, Jimmy, you know you can't do that. It's a total joke. The NCAA is a joke, and it offends me how important they think they are. It really does. They think they're great at everything, and they're just all stars, and they're all important. Worthless organization. Worthless. So, I guess for now, I'm going to sign off as the always Wolverine, because I'm with Jimmy on this one. This is just ridiculous. Get a grip. This organization's worthless.